Hi, everyone. We are here. We are here today. We missed you last week, but we're glad to be back. And we are talking about this is
Arusha.
Arusha and the Song of Death. How ominous.
It is very, very.
And can I just say right off the bat that Arusha is my favorite so far of what we've been reading,
I
at least
agree.
for the presents, for sure.
Yeah. This was a 5-star read for me.
Thank you, thank
This was a
you, yes.
5-star read for me.
This was just so funny. I can't believe
So
how
funny.
freaking
I was
funny
telling
it
my
was.
friend. Yeah, I was telling my friend how funny. The crab part, I mean, we don't have to get to that now, but that really took me out.
Oh
It
my
was so
gosh.
witty. It was timed so well.
The
Um,
comedic timing was just
the comedic relief was everything. And it
perfect.
was just timed well in a space where there were moments of tragedy. You
Yes.
know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I
Yes, for
really
sure.
appreciated that.
Yeah, because like, even like, yes, they're young, and dealing with the kind of heavy stuff that they're dealing with, a lot of people, how they deal with tragedy and, like, traumatic experience is comedy, they try to make it, like, they try to laugh about it because I always say the saying, "You gotta laugh to keep from crying." I live by that. I live by it.
Speak your
So,
truth. Speak your truth.
hi, Cassius.
Hello.
Cool Gamer, hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel for those of you who don't know, Arusha and the Song of Death is book 2 and the Pandava series. It follows the story of this young girl named Marusha finding out that she has magical powers, and she is the one who actually starts the quest of them trying to figure out how, like, what she is. I'm trying not to spoil it, but like
Right,
what
right.
she is, the power she has, and how she's connected to other folks. So
Mhm,
each book is how she is going on these journeys to find other people that are like her,
mhm.
and also other people that's going to help her stop the world from ending. And similar to other books written by Rick Riordan, it has that same theme of like feeling abandoned, feeling like you're not fitting in with other folks, being quirky, like having something specifically about you that makes you different, and also having parent issues. So those
Yes.
things tend, but I will say this series is much wittier. I think it's easily digestible, and I think even if you're not familiar with Indian culture, it's explained in such an organic way in this book
Mhm.
that you feel like you know about this specific culture, as well as you finish the book.
Yeah, what I really love about it is that even though, like you were saying, like, if you're not familiar with the culture, you're following Aru Shah through everything. So it's like if she doesn't know something, she's like, "What is that?" And then there'll be like a really helpful explanation. I'm like, "That's awesome. Thank you so much for not leaving me in the dark."
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, super easily digestible. I mean, this book, even though it goes through some heavy stuff, is a great time. It was just a roller coaster of like, "Ooh, wow, adventure, adventure, adventure," and then they're like kind of on their quest, but so funny, so funny, so funny. And like the found family aspects and just them as a group because we get two more people in the group other than Mindy. So just them adding like their dynamics just kind of made it even better, and it's really becoming a found family situation. And I love that, especially in these kind of books where these kids feel like they literally don't have anybody. Even though one parent may be present, they're still missing a parent, and the parent that they have might be like an absentee parent. So
Mhm.
the relationships that they're forming with the group that they're in now is just so beautiful, and that they're able to trust. And like there was this one scene in this book where, you know, Minnie
Mhm.
was captured, and Aru was really scared. Like she was blaming herself, and she's like, I'm gonna lose my sister. She was so scared. So I thought that was really like touching, and I'm just like, no, she'll be fine. It's book 2. She's got to survive.
I mean, you better come back, you know. I also
Exactly.
want to say I found this book to be very queer friendly for young folks. Like it's
Hmm.
very genre bending in certain ways and also gender bending in
Yes.
some ways that a lot of things aren't thought in binary terms in the book, if that makes sense. It's like you can present as female and have like a male god in you,
Yes.
and vice versa. Or you could be into boys, girls, the gays, anybody
Yep.
really.
Hmm.
Very fan friendly, if I'm being honest. So,
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cache. So we do have floors
My
here.
back. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do it like this because
Ooh,
my back can handle it.
you're gonna do the lean. I love it. I love it.
I'm leaning to the side.
Okay, we have Floor. Hi, Floor. Hi, Emma Ray. Heather's
Hello.
here. Hi.
Hi, Heather.
Um, I like the second book more than the first. I found it a little bit more
Same.
engaging. Yes.
Same.
Mhm.
Same. What's our next book after that? Is it the second book in the Storm Runner?
Yeah, it's the Firekeeper. Remember what we said? We said if we didn't like it, we were okay to DNF. I'm just
Okay.
reminding people
Reminding
because
y'all.
especially with as a host, I almost like force myself to read books even though I'm not really enjoying them,
Yeah, we
you know,
shouldn't
just
do
because
that
we're
anymore.
hosting. Yeah, but
I
so
I
we did
feel that
discuss.
pressure.
Yeah,
We should have put that on for the Kane Chronicles. That
seriously, if I thought I was allowed to do that, I probably would have DNF'd
I
book 2
couldn't
and
tell
not
you what
even.
one of those books is about. I deleted it from my brain.
No, I we just remember the one icky thing about it, and that's it.
Yep.
No. Yep. So we did have that discussion when we were talking about the Storm Runner. If we still don't like, you know, the Firekeeper, we will DNF. But you know, we're gonna give the second book a chance. We'll give it a
Yep. I
chance.
feel
But
that.
yeah, that's the next one, and that's gonna be on. Hold on, Firekeeper 21st, right? I
Yep.
put the right date on there, right?
Listen, you say the 21st, that's what it is.
That's what it is, the 21st. Okay, good. So yeah, this
Ooh,
is
wait a minute.
next. What?
There's a possibility. I think that's my flight to come see you that day.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And I
I
think
think
my flight's at like 8 o'clock at night.
I was putting this date in and I'm just like, "Wait, she said she was coming." And I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. This might have to be
Mm.
another reschedule, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll look into it.
Yeah, check your stuff and then we'll reschedule if we need to. Totally fine.
I was like, dang, 21st sound familiar. And that's
Very
if I
familiar.
come because Delta, them pilots are going on strike. Rightfully so.
Fly Southwest?
It's not Southwest, it's my flight Delta.
Oh, Delta.
Yeah. Delta was the cheapest, if you can believe it.
Wow, that is actually surprising. Usually Southwest is the cheapest
Yeah.
other than Spirit, but no one really.
I don't care what I gotta do. Something strange in the bathroom. I am not flying Spirit ever again.
Ever. I've never flown Spirit, but I've heard horror stories.
You don't need that.
Yeah. Yes, like, well, she's coming, and I'm so excited, and
Mhm. I'm
Delta better not
coming.
mess it up. Um,
Huh?
Delta better not mess it up.
They better not. They better not. I'm going there. Y'all know my favorite cousin Dre. He lives near where Nicole lives, and I'm going to surprise him for his baby shower. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like an hour away from me, and I was like, "I'll drive wherever, wherever."
I told my cousin, I said, I'm gonna be gone for like a day, maybe two. I don't know.
Because we
I'm gonna
have
have
plans.
I'll have another drive-by review with him, probably.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
He said, they love me, cuz. I see him in the comments. I said, cuz, you really gotta lay up. He said, they love me, cuz. They mention me by name, cuz. I said, he funny.
You created a monster.
Yeah.
I don't know how the umbrella got oh, and your last comment, I don't know how the
He's
umbrella got
living
there.
it up.
I was like, "It's not I hopefully it won't be raining, but if it does, it'll probably, cool it down a bit." We
Mhm.
wanna vlog of the meetup. Oh, absolutely. It's gonna
Mhm.
happen. It's
Let
gonna
me tell
happen.
you, back to the book, just
Yeah.
going back to the book.
Yeah.
Missy, I don't think I in the first book, I feel like I didn't like her as much, and I, like,
Mhm.
loved her in book 2.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Minnie, I mean,
Really loved
I
Minnie.
just I just think it's because we kind of like she was still her same quirky self, like with her like little medical jargon and
Yes.
everything. She was like, "We're and you'll die. This is gonna happen, and then you'll die." And then I love when everybody in the group was like, she was like going off, and then they're like, "And you'll die."
I like it when they called her, WebMD. I said, "Yep,
Yes.
on brand." That's the nick
Aru
that's
Aru
her.
tried to be like, "Yeah, we're really, like, really close. We have nicknames for each other. Hey,
Mhm.
WebMD." And she's like, "Is that me? Are you
Mhm,
talking to me?"
mhm, mhm. I think the author making I think Ren is that the other Pandava? Ren?
I think her name is Bryn,
Bren. Making
the
Bren
shapeshifter, right?
yeah,
Yes, okay.
making Bren fight Arusha, like a fake Arusha, I was like, "Oh, I'm already into it."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, this is" yeah, mhm. A fake
Yes.
battle, I love it. And then you gotta fight yourself. I love it.
What I really loved, it's like it really it started off with a bang. It went right into the action, so it was actually really, really cool. And I like you get, everybody like the zombies and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, we have zombies? That's really cool." And I really uh I love Boo in this book, even though we don't see him a lot because he was kind of taken and held in custody until he was like his loyalties were proven or whatever.
I
But at
was
the
just saying,
very
wasn't his
end,
loyalty proved and when they went in that house place in the last book?
yep, that's what I thought. I'm like, wow, you're really just every chance you're gonna get. It's like you took his seat away from him, you turned him into a pigeon, and now you're
Right.
gonna lock him up. Like, but
Blue been going through it.
I really loved at the end when they were reunited. He was like so worried about them. He was just like, you know what worrying does to my plumage.
And then he lifted a feather and they were like, I don't even
they're
know the
they're
difference.
fine. He like showed his wing, and Aru was like, it looks exactly the same.
So funny.
I think the cover of the book is so pretty. Yeah, I really like this cover. I really like the
Yeah,
orange to the blue
that's
here.
pretty. I don't know if I have that, but I think I may have. I'm not sure.
Is it not in the stack I sent you?
Listen, I
I'm trying
haven't been home in like
I
10
know.
days, so
I'm
I
trying to
don't know what
remember.
to
I know I got you all of the Tristan because I got myself all the Tristan ones too. Because I know for sure you should have all 3 of those.
I can't even think.
I think so. The way when they woke her up. Uh, oh, do you mean Minnie? Yes.
Yeah.
She was so worried. She was so worried about Minnie, and when she was in the realm of sleep, and she was trying to talk to them all in their dreams, and they
I
were in
thought
Home
that was
Depot.
so cool. Yes. I just thought that was so cool. A dream traveler?
Yes.
Yes.
I really
Yes.
love
I don't
that
know if
too.
that's what you would call her, but
Yeah.
I felt like Minnie had really good powers. And I also loved her random facts because it reminds me of me and my friend, like, just be saying random shit. Like, the other day, I was like, "I found out that most almond milks don't even have a lot of almonds in it. It's just a bunch of gums, and, like, this is the kind of almond." Yeah. And then I found out that there is a specific garlic you should eat, and the other garlic that's white on the bottom is filled with iron and raised in, like, sewer water. Yeah, I
What?
found that out. So
Can't
don't
even
don't buy the
trust.
garlic if it's white. It's a white flat. I don't know if anybody buy it when it looks like it's been through the dirt and it got little roots at the end. That's the garlic
Okay,
you buy. The
that's the
other one,
garlic you need.
yeah,
Like we can't even trust produce anymore. We can't, I mean, anymore. They've been tampering with our food forever, but it's like, oh my gosh.
yeah. I feel like our tomatoes is getting a little too light skinned.
The tomatoes,
Yeah,
I don't eat tomatoes,
they
so I
look.
feel like I'm safe. But yeah.
You and my friend, I be having to trick her. The other day I made pasta and she looked at it and had a bite. She was like, "I tried. I really tried. I just can't stand tomatoes." And I said, "No."
Listen, I love like tomato sauce, like spaghetti,
Mhm.
lasagna, that kind of stuff. Raw tomato, no, no.
Yeah, it's
I'm
giving
also,
me skin.
I'm kind of allergic, kind of, a little bit, but
Damn, that's
yeah.
messed up.
But it's fine because I actually don't like the taste of raw tomato, so it's like it's not really killing me that I'm allergic. Like if I was allergic to say like donuts, that would hurt me inside emotionally.
Oh,
But
I would cry.
yeah.
I would cry, and probably go on strike.
I forgot about this book until I saw the reminder in both your stories and got the audio right away. Nice, because I forgot to post the reminder because I'm a terrible person. I apologize for that. Usually I'm good about posting it like Monday or Tuesday. I posted it yesterday. I'm so sorry. I'll be better.
Listen, I literally count on her, and then today I said it was early, I text you,
You did.
early. I was like,
Yeah.
"Wait a minute, we have a live today?" Didn't even start the book.
But you finished it before me. You did it. You did it.
I did.
Yeah.
I was working from home, and I was, like, getting papers and stuff together and
Mhm.
doing other multitasking, and I said, "Look, we're gonna have these headphones in." It's the fastest I ever read a book. Like, listening to it on 2.5, I was like, I was gonna get through this.
Reading it.
Mhm.
That's good you were able to get the audiobook right away for
I
sure.
know, that would've been sad if they hit me with a 2 week. I'd have been like, "This
Dang.
is the end." I would've cried right here.
Cried. Unfortunately, I didn't write even though I have a physical copy of the book, I did not do any, annotations because I read most of the book yesterday, last night, but I brought the book to work yesterday, but forgot it at work, so I'm like so couldn't go
Dang.
through. Yeah, it was the worst, and so I couldn't go through and, annotate. I literally finished the book about 45 minutes before the live stream, so I
Mm.
couldn't go through really quick and find so I'm relying off my memory, which typically is very bad, and today is even worse. I had, like, this weird episode last night that I'm feeling very foggy today, but that is neither here nor there,
Oh,
but
I'm
I'm trying.
sorry.
It's no, it's fine. It's just it's like it's never happened to me before, and I feel very
I
strange,
just
but
can't get comfortable here,
I
so
know you she's like, "I'm just gonna
okay, I will
try."
say the first thing.
'Kay.
When Aiden came in the picture and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna hold what is his name? Boo,
Yes. Boo.
Boo." And then young Aiden came in and the guy who was like, "I'll give you a bow of this and I'll give you all that," and the person who sent people on the quest. Anyway, when he said buy Pandavas and he's like, "I'm not a Pandava," he's like, "I know what I said. I said, noted what's happening. what's gonna happen here? And
That happened
then
multiple times, yeah.
multiple
Mhm.
times. And but when the first time it happened, I was like, wait, Pandavas? I thought he said sisters. Sisters. And I was like, are we doing more ginger stuff? So I was like
Ooh.
excited. And then we continue, and there was a line that Arusha said when she meets a god, and the god was like, I already know you, I've read you already. And she was like, I'm really tired of gods reading me without my permission. And I was like, the audacity of these fucking gods
Yes.
again on their
Yes.
bullshit. So that was some I got more thoughts, but we can talk
Mhm.
about those too if you want.
Oh,
Like
yeah, absolutely. And I didn't even catch that, like, you're that's why I like talking with you. You catch the things that I don't. And that's so interesting because that would be really cool if we got that from Adrian's,
yeah.
and that would be really cool if that was in there because I did notice the multiple times that they said like he was referred to as being a Pandava, but then he was like, I'm not a Pandava. And so
Yeah.
I was like, that's really interesting. I really hope that that plays out. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
And then the whole consent thing, for sure. And on top of that, when kind of just reiterating to what we know from Rick Riordan's books and other the books in like the Present series, every time they meet, like they met this god of love and they need his bow and arrow. And he's like,
Right.
oh, well, it's locked away. I put it away, blah, 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 blah. And Ru was like, can you help us? And he's like, no, I'm forbidden to help you. By who? You really like no, they're useless. Useless.
I think I'm gonna be honest, I think the Storm Runner's dad is the most useless.
The
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 most
most, the
useless.
most, the most. Oh my
The
god.
most useless, but they
Oh my
useless here too. And like, I thought it was interesting to say like your soul God versus like your biological God. I mean, your soul
yes.
father
Mhm,
versus your biological father. Because I think it's also allowing young kids to know that there are different types of fathers that you can have. Like,
right. Yes.
I think that's really important to know that like
Yeah.
even if your biological father isn't showing up and doing the parenting, don't mean that can't be the only father figure that you can have in your life. Like I
Mhm.
was blessed to have two fathers. One of them passed, but it's just like having that made me realize like fatherhood looks different for me in my
Yeah.
life than it
Mhm.
may look for someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I really liked the whole like just because they're not like the whole soul sisters, you're not technically family, you're not technically related, but it's sh Aru fully believes that, Minnie is her sister. Like when Minnie was taken and she was, put to sleep, it was really like she was really worried about her sister. She said her sister, referring to Minnie multiple times. And that's just the family that you find and grow that trust and relationship with is sometimes better than biological that you're quote unquote stuck with or they don't even come around. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it also plays into like half sister because half of them, your soul and their physical body, half of
Yes.
them is their soul, right? If we think of it like that.
Mhm.
And that half of them, their soul makes them sisters, but physically they're not sisters. But
Mhm.
you don't see them addressed each other like that. Like, this is my Pandava sister, like, no,
Right.
she is my sister, period.
Mhm.
I think that would help some young people too, because I remember being young and people were like, oh, your sister is light skinned. She's your half what? Full. 100%. That's
Yeah.
me. She, me, I'm her, we us. Period. Like it's not
Exactly.
that's not a
Oh,
thing. Even my cousin Dre. Dre is I don't know, third or fourth I don't know. He is my so Dre line, my grandma and his grandma are sisters.
okay. Okay, yeah.
So whatever that number is, we don't give a shit though. That's my cousin.
Yeah.
Blood to the end. Loyal to the
See?
soil. So I think just the way that different things are being described in this book, the way it's making you think about your soul, your physical body, your relationship to people. It is just showing you that, sometimes things are deeper than blood, or things can be deeper than blood. And that's what I
Mhm.
really enjoy about this book. And it
Yeah.
also reminds you that it takes a village to raise a mug. And this is the village.
Yep. Mm.
That's the end of my
Uh,
TED Talk.
Flor Flor last book of this last book is it this book did on the sisterhood books is my favorite thing of series. Yeah, I know the fact that some people have the audacity to even ask that, like,
I hate it. It's I always take offense. I ain't gonna lie to you.
it's
I always
disrespectful.
take offense. I be like, I gotta fight you in these streets.
Yeah,
In
gosh,
these streets. Like I ain't wanna fight you in these streets, but I guess I have to.
but I will. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Let me see. Just trying to if anybody in the comments has something they want to talk about as well, please feel free
Okay.
to yes. Are you waiting?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So another
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you
we
were gonna
know.
say something like, yeah.
Oh, no, the another one is how mad that crab was. That entire scene just really cracked me up because that crab
Just
was pissed. That
he was
crab was
so
mad, big mad, and then the crab was mad because his brother is the crab in Ariel, and
yeah.
he's like, "Don't try to come at me because I don't speak with a Jamaican accent, and I don't sing well because he's the popular one." He's so jealous of his brother. And then how they tricked him and was
Yeah.
like, "Why don't you have a Jamaican accent?" Took me out. Like, how pissed off that crab was. The crab was giving evil, was not friendly crab, but the way that crab, oh my god, y'all. I wish I had the
Oh.
physical copy to just highlight all the
Oh.
parts of it that I thought was so funny with the crab.
So funny, so funny. And when they were trying to, like, bait the crab to get him to open his mouth,
Yeah.
Adrian was like, "You might as well sing Under the Sea since we're here."
And then when they thought they when Ren shaped and, went inside the crab, I think that's what happened, or Bren.
Yeah,
Um,
uh-huh. Yes.
when that happened, and then they were expecting like instantaneous curl over and sickness, and the
Yeah.
crab, got more agitated, and then the crab, I think, asked for his mom, was like,
Yeah.
"Mom, I don't think I'm feeling well." And I was like,
Yeah.
"This shit is funny."
Yes, it's when Bryn, like, finally shapeshift into an elephant, something large enough to actually fill his stomach to almost bursting. Yeah, he was,
Yeah.
like, it crawled in the fetal position. He's like, "Mom."
Help me. That was too
Oh my
funny.
gosh, so funny, so funny. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
wish
go
I
get my
could've
charger real quick because my computer's dying.
Oh, okay. No problem. I wish I had time to actually go through and highlight all the funny stuff because honestly, like, I would say probably about 75% of this book was just so funny and one-liners and them just interacting with each other, just so funny. Oh my gosh. But, let me excuse me, sorry. Um, I mean, we don't have to talk about the very end because, yet, but, that's just basically what's fresh in my head because I just finished it. Um, let me mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I honestly thought one thing, I honestly thought we would get a little bit more, um of the sleeper in this book because of how the first book ended, and that I honestly I'll probably say this again when Brie comes back because I know it's something that we did talk about in the last live. but we didn't get a lot of quote unquote answers from her mom, and I really wanted some answers of like what all went down, you know?
Seriously, she
Oh, she's
ain't telling us nothing. Nothing at all. It's low-key a hate crime that she ain't letting us and then in this book, we still didn't get no insight to what she
nothing.
did and why she did it. I feel attacked and victimized.
I remember that so clearly in the last live where we're just like, we really hope that we get a little bit more from Aru's mom because we need some answers. And nope, she wasn't there. She wasn't even there for her birthday at the end. Her birthday was February
Right?
15th. They were watching Lord of the Rings in costume, all dressed up, and her mom said she had to go.
I said, "Trash parents, I need that trope to die."
Die.
I
Like, oh
really
my
do.
God.
Bury it beneath the soil. I would love to watch or read a middle grade where it's the kids and the parents into the situation. It's that generational knowledge happening, and
Yes.
they're solving stuff by themselves. And they got some aunts, you know, got some maybe an aunt named Nicholas Flamel is in there. I need levels.
And it'd
And
be
you
like,
writer friends, I'm looking at you, Nicole. I'm looking at you, Shay. Help me out.
if I ever write a middle grade.
You're like, I'm a smut queen. I think that might be too much for me.
Oh my gosh. I recently just said that I would never write YA because it wouldn't have enough smut. So
Yeah.
I don't
Or
middle
you can
grade.
pretend it's YA like Sarah J. Maas.
Oh,
I hear she does monster smut
smut,
pretty well.
smutty scenes. See, yes. Um, but I really like that idea that you have, and like, could you imagine just the family growing closer?
I would
Like,
love that. I
in the
would love
beginning, they have,
that.
like, a little bit of, like, some, like, family, like, animosity that all families have, you know, like, if the kid's like, "Oh, the parents don't understand me," the kid think they know it all, and they go on this grand adventure, and they actually learn each other, and they help each other, and they get closer together towards the end, like,
Yeah, and they had like an ability that's like memory sharing where they can just take a thread out and put another thread in. Or if they need a skill to solve a quest, they can take it out, throw it to the other sibling, and
I
they
that would
catch it. Boom, it's there. They got it. Mom speaking Spanish, kid don't know Spanish. Boom, yo hablo español. ¿Qué pasó? And you're like, wow, wow,
that
do
would
it.
be amazing. You should write it. You have all the ideas.
I'm an idea factory, not an executioner when it comes to writing.
I'm an idea factory. Cache says, "What I gotta do?
Write
What
the
do I
book.
just write
Literally,
it?"
y'all should literally today, y'all should have saw me early this morning at 6 a.m. trying to get the sunrise, the sunset on snow, everything. I made at least 10 timers today.
I saw.
I made one. I hope the Pomodoro one works, and I have another one coming up. I don't
Okay.
know if I should post them all at once or separately
I
because
mean,
I
what's
got three. I have
easier to
three
do?
right now that's
Oh,
already
okay.
uploaded,
Oh, okay.
and I have to upload and the other ones. But I have three right now that's already uploaded, and I'm like, do I
Whatever is
just post
easier
them
for you.
all at once? I don't know. And then I'll be like, do I do stuff with music, without music? So, Oh,
I mean, I would always say just with music because if people don't want the music, they can mute it or, like, turn it down. But it's all
yeah.
so you don't have to do 2, like, 1 with music and 1 without. It's just more work for yourself.
Yeah, I don't mind doing one with and one without because some people don't like what they want to hear the sound when the
Like the
timer is
timer.
off.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Her mom is so frustrating. It did come to mind on when do grown-ups forget what it is to be a kid frustrating. Or the fact
Yeah.
that you only parent your kid has. Like, why do you think it's so beneficial for you to be going off and leaving them all the time?
Yeah. I'm
you
just
know?
like, I really hope that her mom is not Voldemorting her. Like you don't find out the intricacies of their master plan until the last book. Literally
The
the last scene.
the last book,
That
but
shit annoyed me. Like
yeah.
really?
Yep.
You really took me to hell and beyond, and I could have been more prepared to handle these weapons of mass destruction. If you let me in on the situation
Yep.
and then you try to say you did it to protect me, now I gotta fight you in these streets. Like I didn't want to fight you, my boy. I didn't want to fight you, but now I gotta fight you in these streets. And now look at us beefing because I gotta fight you in these streets.
Like, seriously, when in the of ever is official to someone to keep secrets?
Ugh,
Especially involve their destiny, their life, how they're like, when the information could literally help them with the
ugh.
thing that they're trying to do, like, when? Like, never.
I'm not really hearing no lie from you. Not at all. Not at all. But
Or
yeah,
says
so that's just things I think of. I'd be like, just
mhm.
big mad about shit.
Yeah, and also, like, nothing about the sleeper. Nothing. Like, he was mentioned a couple, like, here and there and how, in reflection of, in one of Aru's nightmares, um,
And by that lady who
yeah.
had the song.
Yes. Mhm.
So, but I like how we're not getting enough from him. I actually like that. Like
Mhm.
the nuggets.
Mm,
Um, and like we're getting to people who he's involved with. So that's letting me know his network. We don't know how big it is. We don't know
yeah.
how impactful his network is. A network, you know what I mean, network
Right.
is.
Yeah, mhm.
But mom, I need you to start spilling. Us getting that dream with you and your daddy wasn't enough.
Yeah, no.
We need
Mm-mm.
you to start spilling.
Yeah, I would have liked more information on the sleeper. I would have liked maybe something to happen with him in this book, but I understand that before we can even do, like, this final battle with the sleeper, we gotta get all the Pandavas together, and we're not even there yet. So
Yeah.
it's like, that makes sense.
Ooh,
That makes a lot of
ooh, ooh,
sense.
ooh. 2 things. What did you think about the last scene with the twins? Do you think they're gonna be Pandavas? And then the second one is what did you think about Aiden actually being the wife of all the Pandavas? Go, go, ready. Those 2 scenes, I was like, "What? My mind is blown." Ah!
Love that. First of all, when they were all just like, "Should we call him white? All in favor?" And everybody was like, "Yes." And Aiden was like, "Get I don't get a vote." And they're like, "No."
You hear me?
Uh, and I just like because that kind of just like kind of reiterates that yes, like a quote unquote male god soul in her, and even though like they share a soul, they're still two different entities. Like they're not taking on because a lot of times in this book, Aru was like, or even first book, I would say, like, I'm nothing like him. I'm nothing like him. I'm not like this savior. I don't have his talents. I don't like. She was just saying how different she is, and she's not worthy to be the quote unquote of all of this stuff.
Right,
And like that because if like you take on their soul, automatically become like this all great powerful thing, like growth, there's nothing to learn, there's nothing to, so I like the fact that that happens. And the fact that if Aiden were to have like the wife of all the Pandavas, that would hilarious. I'd be like, yes, play that out, do it.
and
And
then
then
when he
yes,
said, "Do we call you wifey?" I was like, "I gotta close this book. This shit is too funny."
yes, wifey,
Oh, Flora, you're saying it too, wifey too, yeah. That was
wifey,
so funny.
all in
Uh,
favor of calling
it
him
was gonna be
wifey. Yes.
chef kiss.
And then the twins, I think we will get, more from them in the next book. I really, really hope because we did the third book is called something about the Tree of Wishes, and there were mentions of the Tree of Wishes in this book. So where it's going, I a lot more. And then that kind of the vision at the end where
With the
hold on, let
two
me see.
twins
Yes,
in
yeah.
the text
Oh, here we
message.
go. Oh, that's yes. This is the I'm trying to get back to it. This is the glossary. Awesome. I love glossaries. I'm trying to get to the scene. Okay. So yes, the one of the girls touched her fingers to her temple, was another vision, and like vision, see the future, see it too. Um the other twin opened her eyes and then raised her hand and pointed to Aru. That's her, said the girl. Next year she's going to save us. Save you. From what? And you'll find out soon enough, Arusha. So I hope they might be Pandavas, but maybe they're her next mission, or
It
adventure
could
that
be,
she's gonna
because
go
how many
on.
more books we have? It's 4 in total, and it needs to be 5 Pandavas, right?
There's 5. Book 5 just came out this week.
So maybe we're getting 1 Pandava each book.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay.
Mhm. Because we got I forgot her name. Oh my gosh. Bryn.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Bryn. We got Bryn in this. She's another Pandava.
See, okay. Walk with me on this journey. It may be
Um,
a little convoluted.
okay.
I wish that Rick Riordan wrote this book like he wrote The Lost Heroes, because I felt like it was heavy on the Percy and a lot of the books.
Yeah.
And even though this is a Rusha, right? We
Mhm.
are still equally getting the other members of
Yes.
this group. So I
Mhm.
feel like I would have enjoyed it more if we had more Grover or more Annabelle, even though she annoyed me. But
Yeah.
just like more of the
Yes.
lost heroes, all of them. I could forget who they all were, but I felt like
Jason and
it feels very equal in the Pandava
yeah.
series.
Mhm.
Versus it didn't feel very equal in the Lost Heroes, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. Yeah, because I think, even though with that series Rick Riordan was starting a new series, he was still banking on other like readers Percy Jackson series kind of continue on the journey, and he was using Percy as a way to draw those readers in, like, oh, Percy's in this book, oh,
Yeah.
Percy's like one of the main characters. So Rick Riordan still felt like I feel like he was relying very heavily on Percy just because that's what readers knew. And the fact that I don't feel like we were lacking in anybody's perspective in this book. I feel like
I agree.
the Roshani Chosky was really good at giving everybody equal time because it is, even though yes, like as you said,
Money.
it is Uru Shah. Everybody has a part to play, and everybody has a voice, and everybody is given a voice, and that's
Yeah.
really important. So, yeah.
But I also want to say I don't know what publishers do once you have an established character that everybody loves, then everybody wants something adjacent or something like it. So it
Mhm.
could have been that pressure, because I'm assuming with who shall not be named, we have the Secrets of Dumbledore, Fantastic, whatever, Beast.
Mhm.
It's like people want to stay in that world. So
Yeah.
it's probably was like, just so make sure you include Percy. And it probably was even marketed like,
Yeah.
come join Friends and the return of Percy Jackson or whatever, to get people really interested in following these lost heroes. But we
That's
didn't
true.
get them lost heroes. We didn't get a lot of them. Like I felt
Yeah.
like we should have got more. I wanted more of the Roman
Mhm.
mythologies and things like that was happening. It felt very Greek,
Yeah.
heavy in a
Yeah.
lot of parts. Not saying the whole thing was, but it definitely felt like there was definitely a bias towards the Greek gods and goddesses.
And, like, in The Lost Heroes, we got 1 book that was without Percy. The rest was just, like, Percy was in everything. Because I remember the first book, you had the 3 perspectives, Jason, and the 2, I can't remember their names, I'm sorry, the 2 others, but we didn't find out until the end of that book that Percy was also in it, it's like
Yeah.
Percy is like, "Oh, how what Jason was going through, Percy was also going through it at the Roman camp," so it's like he
Yep.
doesn't have his memory and everything, so book 2 tenses and points of view shifted to Percy and totally abandoned Jason and the other points of view that we were working with.
Yeah.
So I get that. I get that a lot. And, it's from a publishing, money, marketing standpoint for sure. Like, you got to go with the series that's selling. And Percy Jackson was a great seller. So it's like, if there's any way to draw those readers into this new series you're doing, because Percy's done and over with, but still putting him in there to say like, yeah, get these readers to come back. And the same thing with She Who Must Not Be Named. It's just like, oh, fans of Harry Potter, like it's in the world. Like here's Dumbledore. Here's like come on back to this world. We're not done telling the story, and it's definitely marketing for sure.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. I'm like trying to
Yep,
figure out.
100%.
Can't
I
get
got
any
you.
lighter. Unfortunately, once the light is over, it's over here. Um,
Once the light is gone, it's gone.
yeah, I've been trying to figure. I'm like, oh, what else can I do to get some light? Yeah. So
Yeah,
what's
I
that?
get it. I like one
Yeah.
thing I did want to another thing I wanted to discuss really quick before we head out because I feel like we did talk a lot about, but Bryn's she's not only a Pandava, she's also something else, and that was causing a lot of kind of prejudices to happen against Bryn.
Oh yeah.
And yes.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah. I remember those scenes, and I was just like, I don't think any of that was cause for. And I felt like she already going through a lot. Her mom just disregarded her. That was just so sad, those parts. Nicole?
but even yes. Am I
Oh,
still here?
you were broken up, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the end." Okay.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet's, Boost Mobile over here.
Yeah, it's giving boosts. Mine be giving boosts too, don't worry about it. It's gonna give me straight talk next week, don't worry about it.
Straight talk. Yeah, so, I like how we see that growth from Aru and also Bryn because she's also very wary just to trust anybody, except for, Adrian because best friends, but she's just so ready for someone to treat her badly because of like who she is, basically,
Yep,
something she has no, help for.
yep.
And what I really like in this is that we get that one character. They're talking about how she was quote unquote evil, didn't have a nose. I cannot remember her name. Someone help me.
Uh,
Oh, I can't
oh,
remember. Oh my
that
gosh.
that goddess. You talking about the one with the song, She Didn't Have a
Yes.
Nose.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget her
So
name, I'm sorry.
but we were like, it was kind of like just reiterated that you're only getting one side of the story. You're only getting what people have told you about them or Bryn.
Right.
You're not getting their whole like things happened to them that made them this way. And
Right.
so I really like how that kind of perspective was shifted for Aru and really everybody, and
Yep,
the fact that Bryn was able to open up to both Aru and Minnie and how like I said, they were able to trust each other and really work together. And I like how they were together and worked together and they didn't separate like Percy and other people used to do. But
yep,
except for Minnie, but she quickly was drawn back in because she was
yeah.
asleep.
I mean,
But yeah,
we all can't be what's his name? Magnus Chase, who's like, "Help, let's work together.
help
We gotta
me.
figure this out."
I just love how opposite Magnus Chase is to Percy, and I think that's why we like him so much because Percy
Yeah,
was just like, "Oh, woe is me. I need to do this alone. I am the chosen one.
yeah,
Help,
Magnus Chase was like,
no.
"No, bruh, I'm
Like, I need
dying.
help. I need
Yeah,
help.
I'm dying. As I speak, I'm dying. I need y'all to help,
I need
or
help."
right now. Help me
And
figure this out."
he
I'm like,
fully he
"Yeah,
fully relied on, everybody has like we were saying earlier, everybody has a part to play and everybody has their own strengths and they're all needed together to face what they were facing and to get, the job done. And I like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at our spreadsheet right now.
Okay.
Um,
Flora said how they felt bad for her and saw how unfair it all was, but they knew it didn't excuse what she was doing. Yes. Yeah. When they learned the truth. And it's like, yes, this awful thing. I think it was Adrian who said, is it Adrian? I feel I'm saying his name wrong. I think it's Aiden.
Aiden.
Aiden. Okay, thank you. Aiden was saying like a wrong was done against her, but she did a wrong in return, and that like just like two wrongs don't make a right kind of thing.
No, it don't, unfortunate.
Yeah.
It don't.
But there was an understanding and empathizing there because of the wrong that was done against her.
Yeah.
Okay, are you looking at our spreadsheet for?
Yeah, I'm looking, trying to see here. Okay, yeah. I moved stuff down because we had to cancel the one last week, so I changed that and
Okay.
then moved it to the Sal and Gabby to the same day and on your channel thing. Okay. Um, I was trying to figure out if there's going to be another series we're going to start soon. Oh, it's Tristan. Okay. Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm ready
Tristan,
to
I'm
get back
so
to Arusha, really.
yes.
Ready for
Loving,
that.
even though yes, I am loving Arusha. It's my favorite currently at the moment. I am predicting this for Tristan.
You protecting what?
I'm predicting great things about Tristan. I'm
Okay, me too. I've
predicting,
only heard good things.
yeah,
But
I'm
we won't
predicting
see
5 stars.
Arusha until July? Oh, I hate that for me.
I
I
mean,
hate that for me.
we can move it up. I mean, we can do it.
We're reading Tristan. We start the first one, May 5th. Yep.
Yes, May 5th. And is there a reason we're only having one live in May? Is it because things are going on?
Yeah.
Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it. No explanation heard.
Oh yeah, you should follow with us. You
Yes.
should come along.
Come on. Yeah. So,
Yeah, this
so yeah,
spreadsheet is
May
really
5th,
helping me in my life.
the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Me too. So yeah, Tristan punches a hole in the sky May 5th. And then June 6th is Race to the Sun. We're really excited about that one too.
Yep.
And then yeah, July 7th is when we get to the Tree of Wishes.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't forget, like while we're heading out,
Okay.
don't forget to follow Who Picked This book club to see all of the books that is coming out. There is a playlist on her channel, and there's also a section where you can see upcoming live shows. So don't act like y'all don't know. It is on Nicole's channel. Also, the Swoon sisters. Don't forget to watch out when there's going to be some heat up in your life. Also, Nicole and Shay is doing an Edgar Allan Poe read along of the poems and such. I am behind because I'm a fake friend, but I'm trying to do better.
You're not a fake friend.
I'm
No.
trying to do better, but please follow Nicole and also Shay. They have informations on their Twitter. They have informations on their Instagram. You can find those things. It's very accessible. Right now, Barnes and Nobles have the copy uh, that Nicole has right there sitting next to her for $25. So you can get the whole complete situation on Barnes and Nobles for $25 if you want. You can also get audiobooks of all of Edgar Allan Poe books on Chirp Book for $2.99, I think, for each for the poems and short stories and etc.
Yeah.
Also, you can holler at Hoopla, Libby, and your libraries and thrift stores as well. I'm trying to think of anything else. Shay is also doing a couple challenges. It is on her Storygraph, so go ahead and look them up. Um, let me see. Doop, doop, doop. I think that's all I can think. Oh, Shay is also and also Nicole, I think, are participating in NaNoWriMo that's coming up or about to come up or something like that. There's gonna be some sprints hanging out. Shay's sprinting hard. Shay also be on the Twitter with the games. So go ahead and follow Shay on Twitter because the games be live and they be fun. Shay, put your stuff in the comment section because I can't remember your links, but links to everything that I'm talking about on Who Picked This Book is in that description box. So go ahead and live y'all best life. And that's just all I wanted to say there.
Wow. Well, since you just did that whole introduction, not really introduction, but for me, follow Bree. Her
Oh, you
links
don't
are
have
in the
to.
description
You don't
box.
have to do that. I was just
Stop
sharing
it.
love. That's all.
Stop it.
I'm
Her link,
just sharing
her
love.
links are in the description box below for you. She's doing a lot of things. She's doing the Sookie Stackhouse read along. She does her Black Classics. Great time. Lots of learning happening there. I love the perspective. And you're doing Realm of Comics. Realm of Comics. You're also doing Stephen Graham Jones, I believe, read along.
I am.
We
It's a
just
lot of
did.
reading alongs over here. It's a lot.
It's
Doing a lot.
great,
I'm doing
but
a
it's
lot.
but it's great. So yes, follow, set your reminders. She has all of the lives like scheduled, so set your reminders so you don't miss a single one.
Yeah. Black Classics is not scheduled. I will when I can. Yeah.
She's like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
I'm hoping it's the last day of this month because Beloved is going to take me through it. I know it is. I know Beloved
Oh,
is going to drag me through the mud, Toni Morrison.
yes.
So, yeah.
100%.
Hmm.
The only Edgar Allan Poe I read was The Raven. We'll be discussing The Raven, but it's going to be in the last live because it's in the last chunk of the poems that we're reading. But yeah, The Raven. Great.
Dark.
Dark. Yes, yes, it is. It's dark where you're at, and the Raven is dark. Yes,
It's just dark all around.
it's dark all around.
It's dark all
But yeah,
around.
we're losing light fast. Thank you so much, Bree. Thank you so much. I love you so much.
Anytime.
And thank you everybody who was watching live in the comments with us now. And for those of you who are catching the replay, we will see you in the next one. Bye.